Alright, so I'm going to help you with the 7.6 homework. And 7.6 involves solving exponents or solving logs. So the first one I'll do with you is number 3. This is on page 519. Number 3 actually is solving in an exponent. So we're given this problem, and the way you'll solve these is your first check will be, can I make the bases the same? Well, this is a base 5 and this is a 25, but we can rewrite 25 as 5 squared. And when we do that, what effectively happens is we've been able to change the base on the right side, and now it matches that on the left. We could take power to power here, okay, because we have an exponent raised to an exponent. So we'll leave the left side alone, and the right side, we'll multiply that 2 times the x minus 6. And again, bases are now both 5, so in order to solve for x, we just set the exponents equal to each other. Because if these are the same, for this equal sign to be true, the value of this exponent has to be equal to the value of this exponent. And then if you were to solve for x, from here you would get x equals 8. Let's try another one. We'll try number 7. 4 to the 2x minus 5 equals 64 to the 3x. Again, our first strategy is going to be, can we make these bases the same? Always going to be our first approach, and in this case we can. We'll leave the left-hand side alone, 4 to the 2x minus 5, but we'll rewrite 64 as 4 cubed. And we'll raise that to the 3x, because there's a 3x here. And then we'll do power to power, so we get 4 to the 2x minus 5 equals 4 to the 9x. 9x comes from multiplying 3 times 3x. And we just set the exponents equal to each other at this point because both bases are 4. And if you were to solve for x on this one, you would get negative 5 over 7. Okay? Alright, so that's how you might try to do those exponent problems. Let's go ahead and move on now to a problem that has e in it. And I'm thinking about number 13. E to the negative x equals 5. Okay? Way you solve an e problem is you basically take the natural log of both sides. You got to remember that the inverse or the natural log means base e. Okay? So if we go ahead and we take the natural log of both sides, okay, what effectively happens here is these kind of cancel each other out. We get negative x equals the natural log of 5, or x equals the negative natural log 5. Okay, and that's the answer. Now you can go on your calculator at that point if you wanted to do the natural log of 5 and then take the opposite of it. But the way you get rid of an e is you multiply it by the natural log, because that's kind of like canceling it out. It's like multiplying a fraction by its reciprocal, always equal to 1. Let's try another one. Let's try number 19. Okay, number 19 is also another problem that has e in it. Negative 3e to the 2x plus 16 equals 5. All right, the first step here is we're going to go ahead and move the 16 over, because we're going to try to isolate the e term. I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. I'm going to get negative 3e to the 2x equals negative 11. Okay, I'm subtracting 16 from both sides. I'm then going to divide by negative 3. Okay, and we get e to the 2x equals 11 thirds. Now that I've gone ahead and I've isolated the e term, just like in number 13, I'm going to go ahead and multiply both sides by the natural log. Okay. When I multiply both sides by the natural log, these kind of cancel, and the left side is now strictly 2x equals the natural log of 11 thirds. To solve for x, I'm going to divide by 2. And so that's your answer. Alright, let me try, we'll do 2 more. Let me try number 25 with you. Okay. In number 25, we're actually, this is kind of one of the easiest cases. It's a natural log problem again. All I have on both sides are natural logs. I don't have anything else. I don't have like a plus 3 here. It's just natural log of this equals natural log of this. Could be log of this equals log of this. But for this equal sign to be true, this quantity has to equal this quantity, and that's all that you need to do. You'll set 4x minus 7 equal to x plus 11. You'll go ahead and solve for x using simple algebra, and you'll get x equals 6. So when you see the log of something equals the log of something, just set what's in the parentheses equal to each other. All right, let me do one more for you. Number 33. 5 ln of x equals 35. Okay? This is not an E problem now. This is a natural log problem. First step, I'm going to try to isolate the natural log, so I'm going to divide both sides by 5. I'm going to get the natural log of x equals 7. Now, in order to get rid of a natural log, you have to raise both sides by e. Basically, what we have to do is we got to take e to the natural log of x. We're going to take this side, raise it by e, and we're going to take this side and raise it by e. This cancels out, okay, leaving you just with x. So x equals e to the 7th. And that's your answer. All right, hope that helps. Good luck.